streaming. We streaming is happening. All right, number one. What is happening with activity monitor? Are we okay? We might be okay. So we've had some issues. We've had some issues the last few streams, and I'm just really hoping that they don't continue. So we'll keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully we'll be okay. Hi, hello, welcome Bow and Arrows, and welcome Liz Davis, and welcome Dame. Starting off strong with YouTube telling me that it's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Which really bodes super well. It bodes super well for stream. So the first thing I need to tell you is that we're like 100% wired straight to the source, baby. We are wired straight to the source. We ran a cable today. We got up on the ladder. We dropped a cable through the vents. Yeah. So it's not my internet. It's not my internet. And we've run a bunch of speed tests, and my internet is fantastic. Now, OBS Studio is really eating up my CPU right now. But, like, I don't know, man. I'm wondering if my CPU is getting throttled because it's hot. So this is my big concern now, because we've ruled out internet issues. I have excellent connection. Like we're 300 up or 350 up, 300 down consistently. It's not my internet. It's not you, Liz. Please, it's not you. If you're having issues, it's not you. Any problems that you're seeing are either my CPU or YouTube. I suspect that reloading may temporarily help for some people because it's going to load them further back, and maybe there's like a little bit of, I don't know. But I can tell you that that there is an issue with the bitrate, the stream bitrate, and it keeps getting throttled, and I don't know where that throttling is happening. I am trying very hard to troubleshoot it in between streams because it was not a problem previously. Everything was working just fine until, like 2 months ago. And I don't know what happened. But yeah. So it's not you, it's me. Or it's YouTube. Sometimes if we just leave it be, it gets slightly better. And in the meantime, at least we have a cat. So the cat in question, of course, is Jammy Dodgers. It's a very good girl, who is also sweltering at the moment because it is, yeah. Now that we're under the lights are on. It's 29 degrees Celsius right here in my studio under my lights. 29 degrees Celsius, which is I don't even know. What is that? It's too hot is what it is. It's too hot. It's like 85 or something like that. Something like that. But like inside my studio. Don't say it's improving, Liz. Never say it's improving, because as soon as you say that it seems to be improving, it immediately gets so much worse. Instantly. I don't know what's going on. I've been doing all kinds of searching on the interwebs. And I don't have any answers. Everything that I try seems to do nothing. So yeah, it's extremely annoying. 29, what does it mean? What does it mean? I know the Americans have no idea what I'm talking about. What is 29? What is 29 Celsius in Fahrenheit? Let's look. Let's look it up. Yeah, it's like 84. It's like 84 Fahrenheit in my studio right now. Yeah, it totally helps, Liz. Thank you. Linnery's broken AC came to my house. No, so they actually, because it's so hot, and there's so much pressure on the grid, they actually they remotely shut off our AC um, earlier on today for a few hours, and basically like they'll modulate it and reset it to like whatever temperature they deem is appropriate to reduce pressure on the grid, which is, I think, not crazy. I think it makes sense, right? Because like either we all suffer a little bit or we all suffer a lot. Because if the grid goes down, then it's much, much worse. So that's fine. But this particular room, my studio and Brian's office next door, they get hot. They get real hot. And it's always a few degrees warmer than it is in the rest of the house. And of course, the sensor is on the main floor that the thermostat's using. And we're on the top floor on the sunniest side of the house. So we're always like 3 or 4 degrees warmer Celsius than where the actual thermostat is collecting its data from. Time to get a solar panel? Yeah, I would love to. But anyway, so the throttling is off now, and so the house is the AC is back on and attempting to bring the house back to a reasonable temperature, but it's gonna take a while. It's just gonna take a while. And in the meantime, I'm here under these lights, these fabulous, fabulous lights, which are emitting just a huge amount of heat. So I'm really excited about that. I'm sure it really helps the computer too to be a little extra hot, because it is known these. So I have a MacBook Air that I run stuff off of. It's an M3 chip, so it's a nice system. But the thing with the Air, as opposed to the Pro, is that it doesn't have a fan, and so if it starts to get too hot, it will throttle everything instead of allowing itself to overheat. So So it's entirely possible that is adding to things as well. But yeah. Anyway, I have a tea lemonade to try and help offset the horrors. But hey, let's look at some nail polish. Shall we look at some nail polish? So what I have today, and hopefully we won't be too jerky while I try to go through some of this stuff. As you can see, my stream companion here is ready in his Polish and Beauty Expo lanyard from last year, or possibly the year before. I'm not sure which. Actually, that might be the year before. Anyway, doesn't matter. So I have PBE stuff from 4 different brands. So tonight we're going to go through stuff from Arcana. We'll start with Arcana. And then hopefully we'll get through all of the BCB stuff. There's a lot of BCB stuff. Like, she really did the thing this year. And then I also have stuff from Monarch and Prism Parade. Which there's no way we can get through all of it tonight. So what we'll probably do is just like do the Arcana and BCB tonight, and then Monarch and Prism Parade next Thursday. And hopefully that will work reasonably well. I will redirect the cat cam if Jamie decides to go somewhere else, but she seems to be considering her options. Anyway, so what I have, most of what I have is stuff that is launching at PBE and then will be available after the fact on the makers' websites. Okay, there are a handful that she's not coming back. There are a handful that are going to be exclusives for PBE, so they will not be available on the makers' websites, technically. Although sometimes, though often, the makers will have like a few extras that, you know, they made a little extra, a little more than they really needed, and so there will be, you know, some dregs available on their site after the fact, and, you know, that might be only a handful. Or it might be a fair bit, depending on how well those things sell. So the first up, we're going to start with Arcana, and there's only 3 from this. So for those of you that were here for the recent swatch and review of Arcana's Zelda collection, so it was the Memories of a Kingdom collection, was an 8-piece set, mostly magnetics, but a few shimmers and such as well, and flakes. So that launched on June 20th, and I think some of you ordered some of those. So that was actually an 11-piece collection, and we just only told you about 8 of them at the time. There are 3 more that are being launched at PBE, and they are PBE exclusives. So these 3, the only way you're going to be able to pick them up outside of PBE is if they have extras. So these are Tummy Ache Survivor. Let me pull up the nail cam here. Tummy Ache Survivor. I'm going to kill that cat cam there. We might as well have some more space since the cats aren't here. So this one is, let me pull up the description. This is inspired by the Sick Deco tree in Tears of the Kingdom. It is a deep blurple with pink-red shimmer and green-purple flakes. So that is Tummy Ache Survivor. And then Serenade Me Young Man is inspired by the buds that the great fairies live in. It's pea green with orange-yellow shimmer and micro-holographic flakes. And finally, this one's a magnetic. This is Ride or Die, which is inspired by Epona, of course. So it's a deep brown crelly base with a white magnetic effect. So let's get these swatched out on here. The other thing is with these I expect people are going to want to see at least some of these on my nails. Oh, I should probably put a base on, huh? We were so busy doing stuff with the internet that I didn't do that yet. Let me do a quick base here. So that I can do that as we go along. I won't be able to do all of the Arcana and the BCB, but a bunch of the BCB are crumbs. So I feel like seeing those on the swatch wheel will probably be fine for people, I imagine. Okay, so let's start with Tummy Ache Survivor first. Tummy Ache Survivor is super pretty. They have been teasing these on their website, or on Instagram rather. I don't know if they're on the website yet, but they've been teasing these on Instagram, and they're all very pretty. Obviously, Tummy Ache Survivor, purple, not my jam, but I do really like the green flakes in it, and I think it's going to be a popular one. I think it's kind of fun. We might be getting a Jammy Dodgers. Serenade Me, Young Man. Get our first coat of this here. I'm trying to think how many coats I used when I was swatching, and it was such a long time ago now that I can't remember. I think I might have just used 2 coats with these, but I don't know for sure. No, it won't be fine. Everything must go on my hands. All right, we're doing 4 polishes per nail. This is one of my favorites from the whole collection, the whole extended collection, and I was very sad that I couldn't show it off at the time, but I really, really like this one, Ride or Die. Oh, hey, good. It's kind of completely off the screen there. There we go. Okay, let me get the Dodgers cam up here. See if we're anywhere close. Hey, not bad, not bad. There we go. Mini polish mountains. God, what a freaking nightmare. All right. My Peely base is dry. Let me go ahead and put a quick smoothing base on. Sorry about that, y'all. I completely forgot. I did a much needed oil soak earlier, as well as rejiggering my patches, because I have patching on my thumb and index nail at the moment. And I did all that today. And I thought, so I went to the dermatologist today because I had an appointment in my calendar to go get a little bit of flesh removed. And it turns out that I had the date wrong in the calendar. It's actually on the 9th. So that was cool. So we got all the way there to the dermatologist, which thankfully is fairly close. It's only like 15-minute drive away. We got there and they were like, yeah, your appointment is next week, dude. I was like, okay, good. So we ended up going to a barbecue joint. Went to Mission Barbecue. It happens to be close by. And it's like okay barbecue. But they had, what the hell was can't remember what the name. Ricky Bobby chicken legs. They had a sign for Ricky Bobby chicken legs. And it absolutely cracked us both up. Like, Ricky Bobby has been skipping leg day. Ricky Bobby chicken legs. I was like, you can't say that to somebody that they have chicken legs. It's rude. Poor Ricky Bobby. We were very amused with ourselves. I'm not sure that the cashier was as amused, but yeah, now you want barbecue? Yeah. Yeah, we don't do it very often. It's too much. It's too much meat. It's just ugh. But they have, you know, they have like a decent cornbread and pretty good mac and cheese there. So I do occasionally like to go there. All right, there's the second coat of Tummy Ache Survivor, and let's go ahead and put Tummy Ache. Actually, I should have put base on both hands, shouldn't I? Let's do Tummy Ache Survivor here. I also kind of feel like Tummy Ache Survivor is like kind of a perfect Halloween polish, and I know it's not intended to be that, but it's kind of a perfect Halloween polish. I think it's BCB's fault that I'm thinking about that, but like, you'll see why. But it's like the purple and the little like green flakes in it. I don't know. It kind of vibes Halloween to me, I think. Get my other light on, see if that helps at all. But yeah, the purple lovers are gonna like this one. I think it's got a nice shift to it. All right, second coat of Serenade Me, Young Man on the swatch wheel. And this one, oh, I love this one. The little bit of like the holographic in it is like, it's just so nice. It's pretty subtle because it's not like packed with holo, but it's just a really pretty little scattered fine like dusting of holo that just kind of takes it up a level. Of course, I'm just gonna go ahead and paint like literally everywhere. Get it all over my ding dang self, because that's how I roll. Cat on keyboard. Yeah, it's true that any deep purple kind of works for Halloween, but I feel like it extra works when it's got the green flakes in it. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. There's like to me, there's like two Halloween vibes. There's like the proper spooky Halloween vibe, and then there's like the cartoony Halloween vibe, and the purple, green, orange kind of combo is very much the cartoony Halloween vibe in my head. It's like, I don't know, it's like less spooky and more cute and fun. You're glad Jamie gets paid to swatch? Yeah. She works hard for her money. Her cat treats. Okay, second coat of Ride or Die here, and we'll do Ride or Die Velvet on my actual nails, so that you can see it both ways. Oh, hey, Peggy, you knew that was going to happen. You should have known that was going to happen. Come on. This isn't your first day. Like, what were you thinking there? All right, that line's going to be a little soft out because of being moved, but that's okay. We'll top coat it or something and bring it back. I really love this one. I have been desiring more brown magnetics, but like cocoa-y brown, not like warm browns, but cool browns. And this really hits the spot for me. I really like this one. It's also very opaque, especially when you do it like velvet. I find usually, like most magnetics, you need one fewer coat when you're doing velvet or bead than if you're doing like cat eye or a ring magnet or something. But yeah, like this one's almost, oh yeah, doing a real good job of cleanup here. I'm making a hell of a mess. This one's almost a one coater in velvet. Or it would be if I didn't like completely smudge it with my cleanup brush. You didn't think you'd like this green, but it looks so good on me. A, thank you. B, greens are amazing. Greens are so good. Yeah, it looks really good velvet. I love this one velvet. It's like, I don't know, it's magic. It's magic. It's really good. I think Arcana does very good magnetics. They kind of they started strong in the magnetics game pretty early on, and they have rarely disappointed me with a magnetic. They do good stuff. All right. Yeah, I really look at that. I like totally messed up this side. Well, you can't see it, but I promise I did. Yeah. We're not going to focus either. We're like, first of all, we don't want to have smooth streaming. Second of all, we also don't want to focus. So good. So useful. All right. Let's get a second coat here. I don't think there's any point in doing a third coat on the swatch wheel. They're already pretty opaque. I do think these are two coaters. For at least for most people, they should be two coaters. If you're like, real long nails and also, doing very thin coats, maybe you would want a third coat for some of them. But I feel like they just don't. They don't need it. They're happy. They're happy in two. All right. Second coat of this. Serenade Me, Young Man. Somehow, like, Arcana also just does really good greens. And, like, they keep doing these, like, various different greens with a warm shimmer of some sort. And somehow not duping themselves. They've done, like, a bunch of them. And they haven't duped themselves. Yet. Hey, Indie Cryptid. Welcome, welcome. So we are just at the end of the phase 1 for my PBE polishes. So these ones are PBE exclusives from Arcana. They have 3 of them that are part of or an extension of the Memories of a Kingdom collection. Super cute. So those are Tummy Ache Survivor. It's the purple with green flakes and red shimmer. Serenade Me, Young Man is the green with red, orange, gold, I guess, shimmer with a little smattering of holographic glitters. And then Ride or Die, the magnetic brown with white magnetic pigment. So there, that is Velvet. I love this one, Velvet. It's so good. I'm sure that it looks amazing bead style as well. It takes a little longer and I have to get an extra tool out, so I don't usually bother doing it bead style. It's easy when I'm swatching to line up several velvet style rigs and go. So I tend to go more for velvet. But yeah, so that's those 3 in 2 coats, and those ones will be PBE exclusives from Arcana Lacquer. If they have extras after, they will likely end up on their website. That's what most brands do. I don't know if they gave me... Yeah, they did not tell me about pricing, so I don't know if Arcana is doing special pricing for PBE or not. Most makers do have at least some special pricing for PBE, so that may be something to find out about as well if you're going. Yeah, Arcana does really good greens for sure. You think you like velvet better than bead? I think for me it depends. It depends on the polish. It depends on the nails. It depends on the bead, like, tightness. I do find with bead style, for me, I love a slightly more diffuse bead where it's like not a super tight circle, especially so a super tight circle can look really cute on like on nubs on real shorties, but on longer nails, I feel like it looks a little bit weird to me. I don't like to have a super tight circle on longer nails. I do love a little bit more diffuse though, a little softer bead on longer nails though. I think it looks really pretty. The velvet looks like a perfect graphite pencil in this color. Yeah, it's really good. Okay, so that's the Arcana, the 3 additions to the Memories of a Kingdom that will be available at PBE. They are also obviously going to have Memories of a Kingdom at PBE. So the truly full 11-piece collection will be available. Let us take a Jammy Dodgers break. There she is. She is beauty, she is grace. We are now up to 29.5 degrees Celsius. Love it. Love it. Okay. So, next up, BCB. This is PBE launch, but not exclusive collection. So all the PBE stuff is, or all the BCB stuff is launch, PBE launch, but not exclusive, except for the the doorbusters. So this, what we're going to start with here, is the 6th Indieversary collection, which will be launching at PBE, and then afterward it will be on the website. Just going to swap out my signage there since we're not doing the Arcana anymore. So if these images, or these colors rather, look very familiar to you, it may be because you have seen... I said 6-year Indieversary before. This is the 6-year Indieversary, which already launched. This is the 6-year Indieversary. This is the PBE collection. So this is Night at the Arcade Part 1, Night at the Arcade Part 2. So we have the same colors in a different formula, or mostly the same colors. They're not precisely the same because the shimmer changes the color enough that it's basically impossible to get an identical base tone. Like you can't just use the same recipe. But she's tried to color match them as closely as possible. So let me just flip these so that the label isn't interfering. So if you have the 6-year Indieversary collection, that's Night at the Arcade Part 1 on the bottom. Night at the Arcade Part 2 is what's going to be launching at PBE, and it's just the flaky version of the same colors. They are, of course, neon. So we can get our... I think the brown ones aren't, but everything else is, including that super pale blue on both. So they're still neon, but they're flaky instead of shimmer, okay? And I did pull my swatch wheel for Night at the Arcade Part 1, the Indieversary, so that we can do direct comparisons. But let's go ahead and swatch these puppies out. All right, so oh, I should probably bring up the descriptions for these as well, right? Hang on. Search for Brittany. Come on. Open it. Watch, opening this is gonna like completely stall my ding-dang. You want to know how that teal compares to Teal Dreams with Midnight Schemes over top? I got you. I already have that because when we did the swatch wheel for the 6-year Indieversary, we were also swatching out Midnight Schemes, which is this one, and so we have all of those colors with half of the nail has Midnight Schemes over top. So, all right, so let's go ahead and go through these. This one is Marvel versus Capcom, which is, hang on, I have managed to not bring up the, where are you? There's the Halloween collection. There's the Cursed Character Pops. Ah, here it is. Okay, Night at the Arcade Part 2. This one's described as a neon fuchsia crelly leaning jelly with blue-purple flakes and green-blue-pink flakes. Opening the descriptions, the stream got worse again? Yeah. Yeah, that's not surprising to me. Hang on, let's see if... let's see if I screenshot this. If I can just try to like quit out anything that I don't absolutely need. So I'm going to screenshot these things and then maybe use see if preview is less intensive. Know what I mean? Although, I don't know if it's going to be any better. But we're trying. We're trying. We're doing everything we can, okay? Okay. I've closed pages and email. Hopefully that will help. All right, so this one is Marvel versus Capcom. I might also just like not bother reading the official descriptions. Because do you really need those? I mean, really? Let's put these on my other hand. What the heck? It's going to be real fun trying to apply a flaky Crelly on my other hand. So y'all know how good I am at painting my other hand. All right. Next, Bubble Bobble. So this one I'm going to call Coral. It's not quite orange. It's not quite red. It, in very bright sunlight, it vibes a little bit more orangey. Probably because the neon is slightly orangey. So when it's getting smacked by UV, it brings out the orange a little bit more. All right, first coat of that, and then Pac-Man is next up. Yeah, I don't know if it is my computer throttling me because of heat, then I'm gonna have to get some kind of cooling pad or something for it. Right now I've got it up on a couple of chopsticks to try to help with keeping it a little bit cooler, but like I said, it's now 29.6 degrees in this room. So the thing is probably pretty hot. Carl, what is Carl? I also just realized nobody told me to switch to live chat. I don't know if I missed anything, but okay, next up is Galaga for you old school arcade gamers. Galaga is a real old one. I feel like Pac-Man has had enough iterations and been around long enough that everybody's had a chance to play it, but don't say that, Dame. Don't say it. You'll curse us. The other thing that we might try, besides getting a cooling pad for the system, is maybe running everything other than OBS on a separate device. Like, so that the only thing this laptop is doing is OBS. Because right now it's doing everything. So can I do some layering of the jelly flakies? If we have time, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and a topper to go after this. So, so yeah, we can probably do a little bit, but we have a lot to get through. So, Mario Brothers is the super pale blue, which is inexplicably neon, even though it is so pale. I don't understand this super pale pastel blue neon. And yet, it exists, and it is indeed neon. It's very weird. Yes, these ones are BCB. Bully Brittany into letting you experiment at the meet and greet? Yeah. The kid from The Walking Dead, the sheriff... His dad pronounces Carl like coral. I see. I don't watch The Walking Dead. So that reference was completely lost on me, Lori. I can also like do like after stream, off stream, when it's not almost 30 degrees in here. I can do some like a lazy gradient or something. Okay, and then this one, I did not say the name of it. This is Donkey Kong, which we'll do on my pinky here. This one's very much a sheer nude. These, I will say, none of them got fully 100% opaque on me. The blue and the brown, or nude, are the sheerest of them, but none of them got fully opaque on me. So if you're looking for super opaque, you're gonna want a blurring base for these. Okay. Go back and do our second coat here. See the meme in Linry and Nicole's channels. I somehow never managed to catch Linry's live streams. There's like, cause she streams on Thursday afternoons, right? And I think I'm just like always so busy on Thursday afternoons doing 50 things, trying to get everything done before I stream. That I like always manage to miss it. There's the second coat, and actually this looks pretty opaque on here. I think maybe it's just that on the longer nails, it's harder to get this one opaque. But this one is more opaque than the others. This one's Marvel versus Capcom. Bubble Bobble. Hey, Luna. Welcome, welcome. Here's our second coat of Bubble Bobble. There we go. And second coat on the nail. And I will ask, do y'all want to see a third coat of these on my nails? Or are we going to be good with 2? If I tell you that the opacity does not significantly change after the second coat. Because we have, as I said, we have a lot to get through tonight. So if y'all are okay with just seeing 2 coats, then that would be what I would prefer to do. Because I'm definitely... There's just so much. There's so much. So yeah, you can see a little bit of visible nail line with Bubble Bobble, more with Pac-Man, and, you know, as always, I think the effective opacity is always a little higher on shorter nails. With longer nails, you tend to really notice the VNL a lot more. So I definitely, when I, you know, if you look at my swatch photos of this, which I have not posted yet, but I will be posting soon, you'll see that there is visible nail line in all, but maybe Marvel versus Capcom got all the way. I can't recall now. Polish Mountain. It's not so much that they're opaque enough, Luna. It's more that they don't reach full opacity with 3. This is a like I said, I think the hot pink Marvel versus Capcom does, but most of them do not reach full opacity with 3 coats, and so, you know, you're still going to see visible nail line. But if you want to actually see it, I'll do it. But yeah, like you can see that there's still visible nail line there. They are a jellyish sort of vibe. Similar to the shimmer version of these. They're about the same opacity as the shimmer version of these. Where'd I put that? Oh, it's like literally right here. So these, I think we did these in 3 coats. So they're like not quite opaque. Okay. This one always, I keep saying it. It blows my mind that this is a neon. It blows my mind. It just seems so incorrect that it is a neon, and yet It is a neon. I didn't say that one was Mario Brothers, and this one was Galaga. And then the final one in this set is Donkey Kong. And then I will show you the comparisons with the 6-year Indieversary set from earlier in the year. The shimmer version of this. Okay. Oop. I just dinged my nail a little bit with my finger, but... So there's that one. Okay, so comparison here. So we're looking at these two here. And on the end here, the tip half has Midnight Schemes over it. So it's definitely not a dupe in terms of like, you know, a perfect match. Depending on your personal preference, you may consider it close enough, but the shimmer, in my mind, really changes the character of the polish, and also the flake is way less dense, unless you were to like sponge on a lot of the Midnight Schemes. And then there's that one, same deal. The yellow. The shimmer really changes the vibe of the color quite a bit. So the shimmers being the 6-year Indieversary set from here to here, with the tip half having Midnight Schemes, which is this topper right here that was the not actually a situationship duo that took the place of the situationship duo. It's the Indieversary duo. And then these are the PBE set, Night at the Disco. So those were, the shimmers are Night at the Disco Part 1. These are Night at the Disco Part 2. Okay. And the duo is this here. So the duo versus... So that's the duo... Midnight Schemes over Teal Dreams. So it's very dark. And then Mini Golf with Teal Dreams over top, or Midnight Schemes over top, rather. So I would personally not consider these to be dupes. Whether they're close enough for your tastes, I don't know. These, for sure, totally different. I just gouged that. Oh, well, it's fine. Okay. So that is Night at the Disco, Part 2, coming to PBE. And then after PBE, these will be available on the website. There's special pricing. I believe at PBE, they are $12 each. And after PBE on the website, they're going to be... So did I say Night at the Disco? I meant Night at the Arcade. I'm sorry. It is so hot in here. My brain is melting. Yeah, let me check the pricing. I'm going to check it on my phone instead of on the laptop so that it doesn't get worse. Because I know it's probably still a little bit jerky. Night at the Arcade is the collection. Night at the Arcade Part 1, Night at the Arcade Part 2. Special pricing, $12 individually, $70 for the entire collection at PBE. And after PBE, they'll go to 1375 individually or 77 for the collection on the website on bcblacquers.com. So that's those ones there. Okay. Your void has stolen your desk chair. Okay. 29.4 degrees Celsius. It cooled off 0.1 degree. I love streaming in this. This is great. All right, next up, let's move on to the Cursed Character Pops. These are also from BCB, also launching at PBE, also not exclusive. So they will be going to the website afterward. Just move these guys back. So these are cremes. They are all neons. Let me pull up the description or the info about the collection here. Cursed Character Pops, where are you? Here it is. Okay, inspired by the Cursed Character ice cream pops with gumball eyes that just look a little extra off. So we have Pink Panther, Tweety Bird, SpongeBob, TMNT, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Melted Spider-Man. Yes, Pink Panther and Tweety Bird look very similar. I think you can see the difference on camera. Pink Panther is more red, pinkish red, and Tweety Bird is definitely orange. So these ones also, so these are all cremes. They're going to be $12 individually, $70 for the collection, $13.75 individually, or $77 for the collection afterward on the website. Okay. So these we won't be putting on my nails because that's too damn much. And I do not have time. Leo, you missed Arcana. Let me show you. So the Arcana Lacquer PBE exclusives here, these three here. And they're on my nails here. So these are a continuation of the Zelda Memories of a Kingdom collection. So, gosh, me and remembering things. Tummy Ache Survivor is the purple with red shimmer and green flakes. Serenade Me Young Man is the green with red, orange, gold, I guess, shimmer and micro hollow glitters. And then Ride or Die is the dark brown, like cocoa-y brown magnetic with white magnetic pigment. It's softer than it should be here because I moved the magnet while it was still half dry. Accidentally, I bumped it. But it when I post my swatches, or if you look at other swatchers images of this, you'll see it does form a nice tight line that sticks around. You've also missed the first collection from BCB launching at PBE, which is the Night at the Arcade Part 2, which are basically the same collection as Night at the Arcade Part 1, which was the 6-year Indieversary collection, but in a flaky version instead of a shimmer version. So the shimmers are here with a flaky topper on the tips. And then, so that was the 6-year Indieversary that's been out for a little bit. And that's the one coming to PBE. These will be available on the website afterward. Okay, we're all caught up. Actually, I want to keep this because I'm going to continue swatching. We don't have any more nails. We have one more nail. We have one more nail available, and I'm not using it for crumbs. So, I'm just going to be swatching on here. And I haven't even tried these yet. I have not had a chance to try these yet. But it's BCB Cremes, which I anticipate that means they're going to be a little bit crelly-ish. Her creme formula is typically like a crelly creme. They usually have a sort of crelly vibe as opposed to being like a super opaque kind of, you know, I don't know how to describe it. There's like, you know, the cremes that aren't as crelly-ish, you know, the ones. I'm good at words. I don't know how you describe that. Like, not chalky, because that's like the other extreme end. But, you know, the ones that are like opaque mostly in one coat and don't have any of that squishy quality. Brittany's cremes always lean a little bit crelly. They build nicely. They always build beautifully. But they always have a little bit of a squishy quality to them. Hey, Yanelli. You want to ogle that purple? You're going to ogle it. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Satin's different. Satin's more like the finish. I'm thinking more like the way it applies. I don't know. I'm not sure how to describe the difference in the way that a creme and a crelly apply, but there's like a lack of squishiness. They're flat. They're like, I don't know, different. And Arcana or BCB's cremes are always just a little bit to the crelly side. Just a little squishy. I have not been telling you the names as I've gone along here. Pink Panther was the first one. Tweety Bird is the second one. SpongeBob is the third one. And then we got TMNT. Next one up is Sonic the Hedgehog. And let's bear in mind, these are all inspired by those god-awful cursed character pops with the melting faces and the drooling, weird gummy eyeballs. So the colors are not inspired by the actual characters. They're inspired by the horrors. This one's Melted Spider-Man. I'm never going to forget the name of Melted Spider-Man because it's Melted Spider-Man. And I think when I finally do get a chance to actually swatch these and play with them properly, I'm going to have to do some cursed character pops art with them. Because I really feel like I need to make, I don't know, like something. I need to do something with them. Whether that's just putting some melted gummy eyeballs or gumball eyes on them or what. I gotta do something. So that is our first coat. What is a summer without the horrors? Exactly. You gotta have the horrors. You need them. Everyone needs the horrors. So as you can see, they're not going to be one coaters. They do have that crelly-ish quality to them, but they are exactly what I expect from BCB cremes, which is to say, a little bit crelly-ish, but still with decent opacity, and probably means they're going to be opaque in too. Because that is typically my experience of her cremes. So that's Pink Panther in 2. And then Tweety Bird. Yep. Yep, yep. They're going to be opaque in 2 on the nail for sure. All right. This one's SpongeBob. Yeah, hey Sassy. You're lurking on mute. Hello, welcome. That means you can't hear me saying hello to you, but I'm saying hello, Sassy. TMNT. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Listen, I watch too much Drawfee. That song will be forever in my head. They do look like jelly beans. You are not wrong. Sonic the Hedgehog. I did actually, I said that I hadn't played with these, and that's not entirely true, because I did actually do a lazy gradient with them. Because I was so confident that they were going to be a slightly Krelly-ish formula, just enough to actually be able to lazy gradient them. And I did, it was challenging, but I did manage to lazy gradient them. So there you go. And then I think I put the topper from the Halloween collection over it. Did I mention there's a Halloween collection? There's a Halloween collection. Yes. In July. So that's the second coat of Melted Spider-Man. So as you can see, they do live up to the creme name, despite having that slightly squishy, Krelly-ish sort of formula to them. Opaque in 2, and nice formula. Just a nice formula. She does a good Krelly. So that is those. Those are the Cursed Character Pops, launching at PBE and with a discount at this on site at PBE, and then thereafter to be available on the BCB website. Maybe I can. I'm scared to try and bring up anything to show you stuff because I'm so afraid that it's going to end up just like overtaxing my CPU. I wanted to be able to show you the gradient that I did, the lazy gradient that I did, but I'm just worried. I wonder if I can show the. Hang on, let me see something. Let's try something. Should we try something? Let's try something. Hold up. I'm going to close that. If I attempt to show you my screen, does that... Hang on. There you go. That's the lazy gradient I did with them that I haven't posted yet. And I'll show you the topper in a second. But that's the lazy gradient. Sorry, I killed the cat cam on this scene. Okay. There. We did it without screwing anything up. Yeah, if people can do Christmas in July, then Halloween definitely counts too. Hey, Dame, maybe open it on your phone and hold it up to the screen. Yeah, good idea. Love that leg. Y'all with the helpful suggestions. All right. So, yeah, so you can see that like on a regular creme, there's no way I would have been able to do that. But because they have that slight Krelly-ish quality to them, you can get away with it a little. Okay, so that's those ones. And then I'm going to do the doorbusters last, but Halloween collection. So it's literally just called Halloween collection. Really creative naming. It is 4 cremes and a topper. And I'm going to tell you something crazy about the cremes. And you're not going to believe me. I didn't believe, except maybe for one of them. They're neons as well. All right, there we go. So there's the orange. There's the olivey green. And then our sort of, I don't even know what color to call this. It's green. It's very green, but it's like a dark foresty green, and it's got this blue neon glow. There's the purple, and then the topper, of course, is just a topper. So it's not a neon topper. It's a black flake topper. So the name is inspired. Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's use the rest of this wheel to swatch these guys out. So, hey, hello, May. Hello, welcome. All right. So this one is Bootylicious. See if we can get it to focus on the name here. Come on, really? Thank you. Bootylicious. And every time I see that name, I think Bootylicious. And I don't know why. I wish I could reprogram my brain. So yeah, these, same deal. They will be available for a bit of a discount at PBE. That's where they're launching. And then after PBE, actually, I think even before, I think I've been lying to you this whole time. The BCB ones, they're actually available on the 4th? Hang on. When is she launching them on her site? Okay, no, it is after PBE. She's got some stuff that's available on the 4th on the website, which is like the Swatcher Showcase and the Situation Ship. And I think the PPU Rewind. But yeah, the other stuff is launching at PBE and will not be available until after PBE on the website. Okay. Making sure I was not lying to you, because I don't like to do that by accident. I only like to lie to you on purpose. This one is Netflix and Chills, which is an adorable name. And also, I love this color. It's very snotty. It's very like, I have a sinus infection. Rotting flesh. Very into it. Bone Zone. And honestly, Bone Zone coming right after Netflix and Chills. Inspired. And now I'm thinking she really should have done like a Halloween smut collection. You know? Like, why no Halloween smut? It is so fucked up that that's a neon. Like, are you kidding me? Come on. This one is Hex Appeal. This basically is a Halloween smut collection, pretty much. And then I will show the topper on its own, and then we're also going to put the topper over half of all of the cremes after we get our second coat of the Halloween cremes. All right, so here is our Black Flake topper, which is called Cookies and Scream. I will probably do like a 2 coats, 3 coats sort of layering thing so you can see. what that looks like when it's built up. I had to pause for a second so that my brain could process what Spooky Mouse wrote, which is absolute nothing. It's nothing. I have no idea. I have no idea what any of that means. You know, most of the time I just feel like old because my bones hurt. And every once in a while, one of y'all makes me feel old because of how I'm incredibly out of touch, apparently. And I have no idea what you're talking about. So, love that. All right. Second coat here. And again, just like the other ones, these all have that crelly-ish kind of creme formula that BCB loves to do. So that one was Boo-Tilicious. This one is Netflix and Chills. And then Bone Zone. I'm sure lots of people know what she's talking about, Luna. It's just me. I'm the one that has no idea. It's definitely not Lori. You only know who this YouTuber is because of Linry. I don't know who any YouTubers are. Oh, well, okay, I know who, like, a handful are, but, like, I don't know most of them. I know almost no YouTubers. It's all Linry's fault. I basically watch Drawfee and Secret Sleepover Society VODs. And then occasionally I will catch a nail art stream from someone. But that's basically it for YouTube for me. I don't watch anything else. Yes, everything is Linry's fault. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's do Cookies and Scream just on the tip of all of these cremes because I think it's just adorable. I just think it's really cute over all of these neons, and it makes me very happy. Just the tip. Because I really feel like it just works so well with all of them. Technically, it is part of the Halloween collection, though. Oof. I think I started doing that a little bit too soon after applying. It's not quite dry enough, but here I'm just going to go right ahead and sally forth. There we go. There's 3 coats of the topper. Your YouTube knowledge is mostly with gaming channels. Yeah, I don't really. The only gaming channel I watch is Secret Sleepover Society, and that's literally only because I know them from Drawfee. Actually, when I feel like really rotting, I will occasionally watch The Click. Just one of his awful videos where he's like reading stuff from Reddit. That's it. It looks like boba nails. It kind of does. It's kind of got the vibes. Okay. So that is all of the PBE stuff from Arcana and BCB. I managed to fit it all on one wheel. Oh, no, wait. It's not. The doorbusters exist. Doorbusters exist. There are 2 of them, and I have to grab another wheel. That's okay, because I knew I was going to need a second wheel. All right. So I'll just kind of try and shove these out of the way. Doorbusters. I have 2. You just got an emotional support demon. That's so funny. Yeah, I only watch him once in a while when I'm like extreme bed rotting. And I want to watch something that's like totally brain off. But if I watch too much of it, I get depressed about humans. So I have to be careful about that. Okay, so BCB has 2 doorbusters. They are, one of them is a continuation of the Night at the Arcade Part 1. So it coordinates with that collection. The other one, you'll never guess, coordinates with the Night at the Arcade Part 2 collection. So these are they. They are the purples that everyone was missing from those collections. So the doorbuster number 1, Neon Signs, coordinates with the Indieversary Neon collection, which is from here to here. Ignore the flake. That is a topper. So that coordinates with that. So these will be limited quantities available. If there's anything left over, she'll bring it to the website after PBE, but the doorbusters are typically very limited. So this is going to be, if you aren't at PBE and don't have a ferry shopping for you at PBE, chances are good that you will miss out on this. Not to induce FOMO on purpose, I'm sorry, but just being honest with you, the doorbusters, generally speaking, it's hard to get your hands on them. Tron is the flaky one that coordinates with Night at the Arcade Part 2, which is this PBE launch collection. So we will do these. I expect these are going to be similar to the other ones in that they will not quite be opaque in 2 coats. They may not be fully opaque in 3 coats, but we'll see. And we have a BCB in the chat. Hello, Brittany. Just getting in, wanted to say hi. I hope you had a good day today. Can't wait to see everyone at Expo. Yeah. The sneak peek of the baby doorbuster had you going ooh when you saw it on Facebook. Always depressed about humans. Oh, baby was supposed to be BCB. You got autocorrected. Love that. Yeah, purple to spite Eggy. That's me. You know what I can do? I do have 1 nail left. So why don't we try doing a half and half nail? Let's do a half and half nail. We'll do 1 half. On the nail. Because, of course, the swatch wheel is never quite the same. I feel like for the cremes, it's fine to do them just on the swatch wheel because they're cremes. They're going to be fine. But I'm lying to you. What am I lying about? I'm splitting this and mailing it to you and Sassy because I don't like purple. Yeah. I will have to discuss with my stepdaughter first and make sure that she does not require them. Second coat. Neon signs. But I am going to be bringing a lot of purple D-stash to PBE with me. But I don't mail anything. So if anybody wants anything mailed, you're going to have to get a ferry. Stream has combusted for you. Excellent. I didn't even do anything this time. I didn't even do anything this time. What the hell, man? Did it just get too hot? It's cooler in here than it was. It's 28.2. You heard me enter the Matrix. That's exciting. Yeah, it says that there's an error. Great. Okay, let's check. Activity monitor. Nothing more than OBS, nothing unusual. I think it's the heat. Stream is dropping frames, yeah. OBS has been like this all week? Dame, you know better than to say it's back to normal. You never say it's back to normal. If you say it's back to normal, then it's going to get worse again, instantly. Y'all need to learn to not say good things about things getting better. Okay. You were struggling on Monday and Tuesday with OBS dropping frames like crazy? It's been bad for me for a while. But, like, Tuesday was brutal. Tuesday was the worst. And I've been, like, trying to troubleshoot like crazy. Basically to no avail. But yeah, I'm, like, basically ruling out all other issues. Like, my CPU seems fine. There's no reason it should be throttled. My internet is definitely fine. And I'm now hardwired. Completely hardwired, not even just to a mesh point. My voice sounded cool when it was getting garbled. Awesome. Blame OBS and billionaires for everything? Perfect, perfect. I'm going to be pissed if this is like just YouTube and or OBS being horrible. Although you're not on YouTube, you're on Twitch. So you've been having issues on Twitch with this? If it's OBS just being a bitch, I'm going to be so annoyed. I'm going to be so annoyed. I will blame everything on a billionaire? Yeah, easy, easy. Happy to blame everything on a billionaire. Forever. Yeah. Jamie Dodgers is snorkeling. I hear her behind me. She got up a little while ago, apparently. I missed it. Must have been recent because stream is so far behind real life that I can still see her on stream in the cat cam, but I'm hearing her behind me on the floor. So that's interesting. All right, there's 2 coats. Neon signs on this side and Tron on this side. Yeah, I lowered my bitrate a bit. I did that the other day and it doesn't seem to have made a difference. You reinstalled OBS? Jesus Christ. Do I have to reinstall OBS? Are you... Okay. Well, if I have to reinstall OBS, then I will try that this this evening, or tomorrow. I guess tomorrow afternoon I can try it. Hang on, let me get Jamie back here. There she is. There she is. Blame data centers for everything, also an option, yes. For sure. Yeah, so it looks like the purple is a little bit more opaque, more like the coral and the fuchsia, rather than being like the nude and the baby blue, which are a little more sheer on me. But yeah, if OBS helped, if reinstalling OBS helped you, then I will try that tomorrow for sure. Cause I'm like, other than my CPU overheating or something, and throttling as a result of that, I can't. There's nothing else that I can think of that makes any sense. I have done just a ton of. A fan under my laptop would be a good try. Yeah, I mean, I can try that, but it doesn't even feel that hot right now. So, but yeah, I'll reinstall OBS and see if that helps. That might, if that works, I'm going to be mad, but also glad that it worked. So, you know. Yeah, right now I have it up on chopsticks, and there is a fan sort of aimed vaguely at it, but I can't have it. The fan that I have is very loud, so I can't have it directly at the laptop without messing with stream audio. So I don't know. Okay. That's it for tonight, I think, in terms of what we needed to go over. So we can do some of those layering experiments. We have a little bit of time, and there was a request. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of layering, shall we, with the Night at the Arcade Part 2. I'm just going to get everything else off the desk, so I have a little bit of space to work. That's the Halloween setup.
Fit that next time. Metal.
Well,
elevated.
I could do that now, probably.
Well, I didn't want to interrupt while you're.
Well, okay. Brian's just brought me a stand. You want to move the chopsticks in the box?
But the chopsticks in the box were so high tech.
Listen, the chopsticks in the box worked fine. Okay, they worked fine. They just. Brian. He's playing drums with the chopsticks and the box that were holding up my laptop before. He's just brought me a stand that I didn't know we had. Okay, I think it's good. This should help cool at least a little bit.
You can try buying a thermoelectric cooler.
Buy a thermoelectric cooler. There you go. All right, let's get rid of the rest of these. All right. Layer, layer, layer. So, if we want to layer, we're going to want one that's like, let me just move this off to the side. We're going to want one that's purple on the bottom with fuchsia over it. We're going to want one that's fuchsia on the bottom with coral over it. Let me know if there are non-adjacent colors that you want me to try layering. Here's the coral under. I don't know if you're still in earshot, but stream says hello. Chat are all hi Brianing. Also Lowell Brianing. For Lowell stream? If y'all didn't hear that, he said, I stream, you stream, we all stream for Lowell stream. It's good. Oh my god, yes. Go make chocolate malts for us. Okay, maybe not right this second. We have... Brian got a thing... What is it called? A Ninja Creamy. He got himself a Ninja Creamy that is... you can make ice cream with it, but you can also make milkshakes out of ice cream. And so we bought some chocolate ice cream because it seemed more reasonable than trying to figure out our own chocolate ice cream recipe. But we bought some chocolate ice cream and some malt powder, and we've been making chocolate malted milks. And oh my god, they are delicious. When do we get Brian in the chat? Brian has absolutely no interest in attending my live streams as part of chat. If that ever changes, he'll let us know. But any of the sheer flakies with the neons. Interesting. I feel like the more sheer ones, well, it depends on what you put them over. Yeah, that could be interesting. We'll see. All right. I'm not going to do the nude because I feel like the nude isn't going to do much over any of these, except maybe slightly desaturate them. Hello, Vibrant Pixel. Hello. Welcome. All right. So we do a layer of the fuchsia over the purple. Gives us a nice in-betweeny. That's the Marvel versus Capcom over Tron. And then Bubble Bobble over Marvel versus Capcom. And Pac-Man over Bubble Bobble. I like that. That's kind of fun. You miss chocolate malt ice cream. They don't sell those cups of ice cream at convenience stores anymore. Yeah, it's hard to find chocolate malt milkshakes these days, and so that's why we decided to just make our own. All right, this is Galaga over Pac-Man. And then Mario Brothers over Galaga. I do feel like you could also like sandwich these to modulate the color a little bit. And then finally Tron over Mario Brothers. I'm not sure if Mario Brothers is quite powerful enough to stand alone over Tron, but so comparing those to the pure colors, you get some interesting in-between tones. Some of them work better than others. I really like this combination here. The Bubble Bobble with Pac-Man over top. I think that's a really nice little tangerine tone. And I think this one could be really cute too. I think I would add another layer. Like I might do 2 coats of Galaga and 1 coat of Pac-Man. Bubble bobble sounds so fun to say. Yes. You should say it. Bubble bobble. But yeah, those are fun to layer, and I think you could also do mixes of them as well. It's all the same flake for all of them, so they will mix and layer quite nicely. Someone said they wanted to try these over the flakies over neon cremes, I think. Tron super overpowers Mario Brothers. Yeah, it does. It does. Like, you can kind of tell that it's slightly different. I wonder if we did a coat of Mario Brothers over that, like do the sandwich. Yeah. So sandwiching it makes a big difference. So that's Mario Brothers, then Tron, then Mario Brothers on this half. You like the light orange and the green? Yeah, me too. Those two are definitely my favorite combos. Those are really good. I do feel also like this purple would scratch an itch for a lot of people because it's kind of in between. And of course, if you did them the other direction, then that would be slightly different as well, I think. But yeah, they're cute combos for sure. So yeah, so the neon cremes. Did you want to try a color matched Crelly over them? We could try a color matched Crelly over them. I feel like that would work best. So it would be that, and then that, and there's not really a blue. So we could try this one for both. And then purple. And there's not really a pink. Although, we could try that and this. It's really green, though. It's way greener. It's so different. But hell, why not? Let's just try it. And for the pink, let's pull... Pink Loves Me. Pink Loves Me was this one half of the Situationship duo from June, which is a hot pink neon. So let's try that as a color match for this one. Not really a color match, but like as an undie for it. Curious about the nude under the purple? Nude under the purple is going to disappear. Putting nude under purple, you'll not see the purple at all. I mean, you'll not see the nude at all. The nude is way too sheer for that. Oops, meant to grab this. All right, let's do this. We'll do the Crelly underneath, so that I don't have to wait for stuff to dry as long. What would you want to layer specifically, Dame? I feel like if the colors are like too different, they might end up just making it fugly. You're dropping so much money at this table? Yeah. Yeah, BCB is going to be a dangerous table for a lot of people. Okay. We'll basically do like the closest color match, even though some of them are not very close. Actually, I kind of want to try both of those over this. Here. Just trust me. Trust me, bro. Fugly can be fun, yes. I'm going to get polish on my hands again? Yeah, that's fine. It is what it is. We could try the purple. Try Tron over both purples. Do you want to try it over both purples? We'll just do a half and half nail for this. I did not do a very good job. Let me try that again. There. That's better. Yellow over the pine green. I think she's going to have all of the to-date swatcher showcase polishes. By the pine green, I assume you mean this one, Bone Zone. You want to see that with something over it, the yellow over that? Okay. I actually kind of want to see the yellow over the other green. So I'm going to try that just for me. Y'all are welcome to benefit from it. This combo Manny named turned out funny. Fuck Grandpa, then Solar Galactic Sonic. That's hilarious, Cat. That weekend is dangerous for your wallet because of the Pokemon Museum trip. Pokemon drops cards and PBE all in the same weekend. Oh my goodness. Yes, that's too many things. Okay. Let's go. Layer up that pink. That's just basically gonna make it opaque super fast. Without significantly changing the color. So there it is in 2 coats, and there it is over Pink Loves Me in 1 coat of each. No. Yes. Yes, 1 coat of each. So it does pink it up a little bit more, but it also gives you a little more opacity. And then Bubble Bobble over Pink Panther. Also going to give us instant opacity boost without significantly changing the color. So if you really hate visible nail line, this might be a fun way for you to make these 2 collections work nicely together for you. It is slightly warmer over Pink Loves Me, or slightly like, yeah, it's pink. It's more pinky, whereas I feel like on its own, it's a little bit more like magenta-y. All right, Pac-Man over, what is this yellow called again? SpongeBob. Pac-Man over SpongeBob. I also wanted to see Pac-Man over both of these greens. So, ooh, that's fun. I like that. That was a good suggestion. This one should be prugly, but maybe in a way that I will like. Yeah, I like that. It's a little pruglier version. But this one's really good. I really like this one. That's a great combo. Good braining. Good braining. All right, Galaga. Galaga, I wanted to see over both of these. Because it's kind of an in-betweeny, it's like a greenish kind of blue. I don't know if we're going to be able to see a huge difference between it and Mario Brothers over the Sonic. The green one looks like algae. Yeah, totally. Here's Sonic. Oh yeah, that is a bit different. Yep. Yeah, the Galaga coloring is coming through over Sonic. That's kind of nice. You get a nice little gradient thing going on here, eh? I like that. And then Tron over top of both of the purple neon crumbs. So on the left, Melted Spider-Man, and on the right, Hex Appeal. Hex Appeal is definitely a much warmer purple. The hive mind craves algae pool nails, yeah. I really I want to do the algae pool nails, but the problem is that I have so much swatching to do still. Yeah, Dame, yeah. There's just enough of a chat lag that I saw your chat came up after I said that, Dame. Yeah, I would love to, but I have a collab nail art due tomorrow that I haven't done yet. That's for somebody's birthday, and I have just a buttload of swatching that I still need to do. So, like, you're making your algae nails with Where the Hell Have You Been, Loca? That's perfect. That's perfect. Good choice. I like these combos, y'all. I like these combos. These are fun. I'm gonna have to do something to label these though, because okay, this is yeah, this is Night at the Arcade 2 combos. Night at Arcade 2 combos. And then these are Night 2 combos with neon cremes. And later on, Ray's going to be like, oh, did you do a comparison with this and this? And did you layer these? And do you have photos of that swatch wheel? And I'll be like, yeah, sure. It's totally unlabeled. Here you go. Good luck. Hello, Sanyo. You just got back from a hiking adventure. Huzzah. Fun combos, y'all. That is going to pretty much do it for tonight. I will do a quick recap for everybody who may have missed the start or who has already forgotten because we've been here for a little while. Would you like to focus? Thank you. Okay, so these three right here, which are also on these nails right here, those three are from Arcana Lacquer. And those are going to be PBE exclusives. So these are continuations of the Zelda-inspired Memories of a Kingdom collection, shown here in 2 coats. Tummy Ache Survivor on my thumb. Serenade Me Young Man on my index. And Ride or Die on my middle nail there. So those ones are PBE exclusives. If there are leftovers, I expect they will be available on the maker website after PBE, but because they are exclusives, no guarantees that there will be leftovers. And then BCB, everything else is BCB. And all the BCB except 2 of them are launching at PBE, but will be available after PBE on their website. So they are not exclusives except for the last 2. So Night at the Arcade Collection Part 2, the flaky sibling to the 6-year anniversary here, 6-year Indieversary collection here. So this is a flaky sibling to that. 6-piece collection, all neons except for the nude. And then here we have, these ones are neon cremes that are the melted, what is it? It's the cursed, what are they called? Cursed pop something. Help me out here. Cursed character pops. Jesus, my brain is melted. Cursed character pops, inspired by melted or half melted, or even just never melted, just incredibly badly put together character ice cream pops with the horrendous gummy or gumball eyes. And then here we have the Halloween collection that they're launching at PBE. And all of these, even the ones that don't look like it, are neons. So once again, there we go. Neons. Woo! These are all neons, including the weird dark ones. So that's the Halloween ones, and then this topper, Cookies and Scream, is part of the Halloween collection, and I did put a little bit of it over all of the cremes. So that's that wheel, and then we did some combos to show off some of those and play with the different colors. The 2 that are true PBE exclusives for BCB are the Doorbuster shades. Oh my god, me and names. Tron and Neon Signs. So Neon Signs made to coordinate with Night at the Arcade Part 1. Tron made to coordinate with Night at the Arcade Part 2. These are Doorbuster polishes, so if there are any available after PBE is over, they will go up on the website, but I wouldn't hold my breath on those 2. The rest of them are going to be on the website afterward for sure. All right. Yeah, this is PR for PBE. But I guess I already answered that question when I had not yet read your question. You like the light purple for mermaid/algae, different than HT Don't Be Jelly, yeah. Yeah. It's so cool that the swampy one is neon. I know. She's doing these weird ass neons, and I love it. And I know there are going to be people out there who are like, that's not a neon. But like, neon has a definition. We care about that here. These are neons. Are they UV reactive? Yes. Then they are neon. They are going to, if they are fluorescing in the presence of UV, they are absolutely neons, even if they don't vibe like it. How dare I not have that many polishes memorized already? I know, right? Honestly, so rude. Okay, so that's it for Arcana and BCB stuff for PBE. Next Thursday we will go over PBE stuff launching for Prism Parade and Monarch, and there are a couple of PBE exclusives in that as well. I think there's 4 PBE exclusives in that from Monarch. I think all of the Prism Parade ones are non-exclusive. I'm pretty sure they're going to be regular stock after PBE. So the collection you want is Night at Arcade 2. So Sassy, that's these guys, the flakies. Here, actually, let me show you the Night at the Arcade 2. These are... This is the collection as it is, and the purple is the doorbuster, okay? So it's not part of the collection. But those are Night at the Arcade 2. Those 6, and then the doorbuster goes with them. So if that's the collection you want, and these are the layering experiments, then yes, Night at the Arcade 2. Yeah, so next week we'll go over the PBE stuff for Prism Parade and Monarch. Similar to tonight's stream, it's going to be just like go through all of them as quickly as possible because there's a lot. The Prism Parade ones are all magnetics, I can tell you that. And I can tell you that the Monarch ones, the non-exclusives, y'all remember Pandemonium? I love that formula. I'm so excited. She's made a bunch more. So there's the non-exclusive ones are Pandemonium siblings in different colors. And then the exclusives are flakies and I think a shimmer, or a couple of shimmers and a couple of flakies. So excited about those. So I'll show you those next Thursday. Tuesday, we're going to do just a nail art stream, and I don't know what it's going to be, but it'll be something. Something that is not Pride themed, because I have done nothing but Pride themed nail art for weeks. So I'm going to do something different, but I don't know what yet. Yeah, it's coming to my house, Leo. Yeah. Also, those of you who are coming to PBE or have a ferry coming to PBE, yell at me if I have stuff that I need to destash to you. Yell at me in Discord. I was just checking to see if I had any cats, but they're all gone. Yell at me in my Discord if there's something that you want. Pandemonium, yeah, Pandemonium is back for PPU for Rewind. I think that one... Is that one in the... yeah, that one's in the PPU shop, right? I've already forgotten. I posted about it the other day, but my brain is so mush that I've already forgotten. I think... No, it's... I forget. Moonchild and Pandemonium from Monarch are the two that are coming back, and I don't remember which one is coming back to their site and which one is coming back to PPU. But yeah, there's like a bunch of siblings now that I'm excited to swatch out. I haven't had a chance to swatch them yet, but I'll be doing that in the next couple of days. Yay! I think that's it for tonight. Pandemonium Black and White might be as far from Pride Rainbows as you can get. Yeah, seriously. Of course, these ones are not black and white, but yeah. But they aren't Pride Rainbows either. Not that I could ever really get sick of Pride Rainbows, but I do feel like there's other nail art I would like to do. Like I would like to do some beachy stuff. I would like to do, I don't know, something else. I have other collabs that I'm in that are doing things that I haven't even thought about yet. So we'll see. Panda is at PPU. Okay, so Moonchild must be at their website then. I always forget everything. You know, I can't be expected to brain all the time, especially not... Oh, it's cooled off. It's cooled off. I'm happy to report it's cooled down to 27.6 degrees Celsius. So it is merely blazingly hot and not I'm dying hot. So that's nice. Black and white, but not red all over. Yeah. Good joke, Spooky Mouse. Good joke. Yeah, so if you have suggestions for Tuesday nail art stream, holler at me in Discord. Make your suggestions. There's a whole thread, a whole channel just for suggestions. So you should give them to me so I can steal all of your best ideas. Yeah, you've had quite a lot of adventuring, Sonia. You're back to work next week already? Ugh, that's awful. How horrible for you. I'm sorry. Also, I just want to point out my shirt today because I really feel like I nailed the irony today. And okay, you probably can't read it because I think it's backwards, but it says, "Go outside, take a walk, you'll feel better." Um, and of course, it's 1,012,000 degrees out, so you will not feel better. You will not, in fact, feel better. You saw a raven walking on the trail. That's your suggestion. Ooh, that's fun. Hey, I could do like a fun spoopy, a fun semi spoopy Halloween in July nail art stream. That could be fun. I like that idea. It is a cute shirt. It's just I wore it ironically today. It's from what the hell? Doodles by Meg. Doodles by Meg is her Instagram handle. I have a couple of shirts from her. They're very good. That's it. That's all. Don't forget to press all the buttons and do all that stuff and maybe comment if you feel like it. I don't know. Yeah, not in this heat. Exactly. Thank you for coming and hanging out. And I don't know, tell your friends about the hippopotamus. That's it. All right.